and other essential facilities to upgrade all schools to enable them offer high-quality education. 7, fine-tuning the new funding model for universities by streamlining and enriching the means testing instrument to ensure reforms of the Kenya Medical Supply Agency in accordance with the framework agreed upon between the national and county.
Scaling up digitization of government services by ensuring that all ministries, departments, agencies are onboarded on the e-citizen platform to further improve efficiency in public service delivery. 12, completing construction of ICT hubs across the country and procurement of computers to run the hubs, embracing the whole of government approach in procuring the computers, including the option of local manufacture. 13, migrating all hustlers into the creditworthiness bracket through financial inclusion options available from the Hustler Fund framework. 14, scaling up the affordable housing program to move up the construction sector value chain. 15, accelerating labor mobility coordination by signing up more bilateral labor agreements and scale up those that were signed before by renegotiating them to engage more professional workforce. 16, training more Kenyan youth on several foreign languages to improve their competitiveness for global jobs. 17, expanding capacities in special economic zones and explore new markets for Kenyan products. 18, deepening intergovernmental collaboration. 19, securing bilateral partnerships that respond to the transformation agenda and create mechanisms for protecting the interests of Kenyans in conflict regions. 20, deepening stakeholder engagement at different levels. 21, vertical and horizontal collaboration in governance. Finally, with regard to the implementation of the retreat's resolution, during the second half of the 5th administration's first term, the government will consolidate the gains achieved and re-energize Kenya's transformation journey, cementing opportunities for expanding economic growth and creating jobs that respond to the aspirations of our youthful population. Lastly, Your Excellency, because you asked this of me while you were here, it is proposed that will be finalized in 3 days. Even some tasks around IBEC, whether we can pass the laws together, the 3 set of laws that sometimes take a lot of time before they are enforced and therefore delaying disbursements. And also we've been asked to do a few other things around making sure that we have updated accounts. And I think, Your Excellency, that one is straightforward. The Constitution says that we will use accounts that have been approved by Parliament. So if Parliament brings the approval up to date by working overnight and making sure that all the reports, all the audit reports are discussed and approved by Parliament, we can be up to date without amending any law. The one on passing all the laws together, it's not possible. The only one we can drop is the conditional grants one, the one on additional county governments additional allocations act. That one we can make it part of the schedule to CARA, as we used to do before when Leader Duale and myself were the I almost said the original majority leaders, but the first majority leaders. Because you can, and I see no objection in terms of making that act just a schedule of CARA so that you have 2 laws instead of 3.
because conditional grants and additional grants used to be scheduled to CARA. Otherwise, DORA and CARA are separate. One originates from the National Assembly, the other one originates from the Senate. By law, we cannot do much. And finally, Your Excellency, on personal accountability for
accounting officers, we don't need any new law. Maybe a circular, an administrative circular, which will put into effect Article 226(5) of the Constitution that says any person who causes government to lose money because of their action, including, for example, tendering for things, for equipment for a hospital which is not there, shall be held personally accountable. Whether they're in that office or whether they left that office, they will be followed and be held personally accountable. That constitutional provision is enough to get us done that. I know PCS has some homework around parliamentary legislative, not legislation, scheduling of cabinet secretaries before parliament. And all this, therefore, within 14 days, each one of us, including MDAs, must bring us a roadmap. I had asked Mercy, once that is done, it could be brought to me on your behalf. I look at it, we forward it to you, so that cabinet, in the next cabinet meeting, which should be within a month, can adopt that roadmap so that we start implementing the resolutions of the third National Executive Retreat. Thank you, Your Excellency, for listening to me.
Normally, I cannot close an event like this when the president is sitting before me, but he has allowed me to make one announcement and close this meeting on his behalf, that the cabinet secretary is present and the principal secretaries have to sign off from the retreat.